Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the rate update. Today I want to talk to those that are building a home and you're freaking out. Our phones are ringing off the hook because you're nervous. What are rates going to be 6 months down the road, 8 months down the road? You don't know, and it's causing concern. So don't go away. That's what we're going to talk about. So here's what I got. Let's say you finally decided, hey, I'm gonna build that dream house. You came out of the pandemic and you're like, my apartment or my house is too small. Now I wanna build the house. So you start reaching out and you find a builder that they'll build your house. So then you get pre-approved through the builder's lender or us or whomever. Probably not us because I got a special program for a lot of you guys watching to help ease your minds. So you go down that path, you get pre-approved, but then the lenders or the builder's like, you know what, it's gonna take us 6 months to build a house. You're pre-approved, but you talk to the lender and they're like, we can only lock in your rate for 60 days. Well, your house isn't going to be built for 4 to 6 months. You're like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and do this. So now you're 2-3 months into it. You see rates are starting to go up, 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 and up. And you're like, oh my God, am I going to be able to afford this house? Or am I going to even be able to qualify if the rate, I was pre-approved at 2.5, now the rate's going to be 3.5. Do I even qualify? What's that payment going to be? Well, you call the lender and they're like, it doesn't really matter because we can't lock you in until we're 60 days from basically closing. And then you get a notice from your builder saying, hey, you know what, there's delays because of the weather and some other things that we're gonna be postponed another 2 months. So now you're thinking, well, it's not gonna be ready until August, September, October of this year. You call your lender and they're like, we told you, you can't lock in until you're 60 days from the closing. Well, how about if I said I could lock you in on a rate for up to 12 months? 12 months. So then what you might say is that's perfect, but what's that rate gonna be? Well, the rate's gonna be, it'll be a little bit higher than what today's fixed rates are, but the biggest caption here is you have a one-time what we call a float down. So let's say we lock you in today and the normal rate is 3%, but we can get you a 3.375 and lock you in for 8 months. And then we get closer and closer and closer, and then we're about 45 days from closing. The house is built, they just have to finalize some things, and now the rate's dropped all the way down to 2.875. Oh man, I'm stuck at 3.375 and the rates are 2.875. Oh man, I gotta pay that much more extra for how long? 30 years? No, we have a one-time float down feature, meaning we can float you down to that 2.875 at no cost to you and relock you at that rate and get you closed at market rates at that time. So basically look at this as, we call it our secure lock program. Look at it as our rate lock insurance program for you guys. You're locked in, you know it can't exceed that rate for the next year. If rates go down, I can get you the lower rate. What do you got to lose? And that's the whole point of today's video. So I want to go over the states that we have the ability to do this in. It's not all the states. So let's go through those right now. So here's a list of the states that we can do the secure lock program with: Alaska, Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming. So down in the description, we'll have a list of all these states also. So now let's recap this program, just to make sure you guys know what's going on. You're looking to build a home. It's gonna take you 6, 8 months, maybe a year from now to get that home constructed. The current lender that you're pre-approved with right now is telling you we can only lock you at the longest duration of time we can lock in your rate is 60 days. Well, if you're not gonna be done in 60 days, you don't really know where you're going to be on rate. Thus, you don't know what your payment's gonna be. So let's say you're building a $400,000 home, you're putting down X amount, you have a $350,000 loan. The rate differential between, a lower rate and the higher rate might be a difference of $300 a month. Can you afford that? How about if I had an option for you to say, hey, we can lock you in today for the next year, And if rates do drop during that time frame, you have a one-time adjustment where we can adjust your rate down to the lower rate. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain, as well as a peace of mind. So that's what I want to go over today. So below will be a description of all the states we can do that in. I need you to call us to find out more about this program. So thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, hit the bell so every time I post a video, you get an alert. And if you'd like to give us a call us at 844-775-LOAN. That's 844-775-5626, or visit us on the web at therateupdate.com. God bless. See you soon.